Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Surviving the Aftermath. Hope you're having a great day. I've gotten everything back to pretty much where it was before. It took about 10 hours of gameplay or so. I had to go all the way back to episode 10, actually, at the end of episode 10. So basically started where 11 started. And I basically needed to get the game back to where this is done and the main quest starts here, right? So what that did is it got me to spawn the main story quest in a new location. In this case, we spawned over here for these three guys, which is great because I can actually reach these spots. Just as a quick update here too, I did have a live stream. I'm going to leave that in the pinned comment down below if anyone wants to see that. We had a live stream for about two and a half, 3 hours or so, walking through like actually getting it to this point. But Junked In is bugged still. And this entire region actually is still completely blocked. I cannot enter this zone. Even with nobody here, even with the people gone, specialists can still not enter this zone. It's completely bugged. So there doesn't seem to be anything I can do about that. So we just got really unlucky, basically. It was a zone that we cannot enter for some reason, and all of our story just happened to spawn there. This time, that's all fixed. So that's good. We're going to get started on that, actually, by getting our fighters to head out to the world map. I'm going to just basically click on every fighter I got here. And actually, some of our non-fighters have some really good attack, too. Raj has 12. I think it's Morden. Yeah. I renamed this guy, actually. I renamed him Morden because he's incredibly smart for the research, but he also has 20 attack. I just felt like it was appropriate. We also have a scavenger here named Lancaster, who is excellent for pretty much the stats are nuts. These stats are awesome. So I'm gonna send you there too. And then I think I'm probably gonna send Mishka. We still have Mishka now, yeah, because of 20 damage there. So we're gonna send these guys out into the world there. That's gonna work. One other thing we did get, and then I'll get started in actually playing the game, is we managed to get an outpost over here in this region, and it's pretty cool actually because this region contains police. It has a police station in it for automatic rifles, and it also has the superior tools. And this one scavenger outpost actually gets both of them in the same region. Very worth it to do that. I'm going to be looking for more opportunities to get double the resources for these scavenger outpost places. Is nice. We don't have all the same regions searched, so I do need to do some of those. I did kind of rush the gameplay a little bit, trying to get us back to where we were before. So you're going to see a few things are probably different. We have an extra cookhouse now. We actually have an extra field hospital as well. There are my fields and stuff are going down here too, so we're remaking those. That's being done right at the start of a winter storm, so we have to do that too. Now, thankfully, we have pretty good power set up here. Nice little power arrangement in this little area with 3 wind turbines and a big lightning tower. This is going to pump out power day and night that exceeds what we need, but I am going to be looking for any gaps in my heat. So let me just take a quick look and see if there are any gaps in my heat. And this building here doesn't have any heat. Let me really quick check and see if that even needs it. So it says it doesn't appear as though it needs it. It says it doesn't need to be heated in the winter. Now that doesn't mean that I don't want to heat it. Some people have pointed out that I don't need to heat buildings that don't need heat in the winter, and that is technically true, I think. But thing is, like, looking at every single building and trying to see if I need it or not, or just trying to cover my entire ground, I kind of like the idea of having everything heated. I mean, it's just me, but kind of like the idea of having everything heated. And for the most part, it looks like we have pretty much everything is good to go here on the heat front. We are actually getting a new industrial radiator here, which is going to cover these homes and stuff. That's going to be nice. Once that is in, we need a couple more components. Once that's in, we can then get rid of that burner and stuff too. We're going to start getting rid of all these burners as best as we can. We have 2 sawmills here. They're both going to be working this area. And then we've also got 2 foresters working this area as well. So this is our main wood production here as well. We're currently sitting at 1,200 wood, 1,000 plastic, 200 metal, 800 concrete, 39 parts, and no components, of course. We got a pretty good supply of basic tools. We've been making them. We need to get, of course, superior ones too. Decent supply of sturdy clothing. We started making clothing a little bit. And now that we have 2 sources of automatic rifles, this is a huge trade commodity for us. It'd be very good. We don't have any iodine pills, and we're very low on antibiotics. Good on the firewood, good on the science points, decent on the currency, great on the food. Let's take a look really quick and see if we can't get our new buddies here. We're gonna come down and deal with the main quest with our fighters. So I'm just gonna take 2 turns to get everybody in position here.
Okay.
Lancaster comes down. Yep.
Consider it done.
We're gonna hit this one first.
Your orders?
Morden, yep, come on down. You're
of course
another contestant.
What's up?
And we'll go right here.
Right away.
All right, so everybody's kind of getting in there. They're going to make their way over towards these areas, and they can probably all 3 of them fight this. By all 3 of them, I mean, hey, you're not coming with us. Sure you are. Who says not? Who says you're not? Here you go.
You got it.
Probably going to have all 6 of these guys. They can probably take all 3 of these without having to come back, hopefully. Scavenger for the Behemoth. I'm going to try to send that to the map, too. So Scavenger's here, and there's a side quest called the Behemoth. If you're didn't come to the live stream,
what do we have here?
You don't know what it is, so I'll make sure I click it so you guys can see it.
A survivor arrives at the gate and immediately collapses, badly beaten and covered in deep wounds. Despite the colony's best efforts, he only manages to utter a few words before bleeding out.
The lair. We found it. So full of riches, but the beast, it's real. The description of the lair's location is vague, but the specialist comes up with a few potential sites worth investigating. So that's what we're going on to do now. I'm sending a scavenger to go out and do that. Maybe they can be sneaky and get around the beast, because I think fighting it's probably not a good idea. It's a beast after all. We have a group of survivors at the gate. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Ragged bunch shuffled slowly.
It's not bad.
The
The radiation sickness is a little bit of a problem just because we don't have anything to treat it. But extra hands, right? So we'll go ahead and accept them. I do have us back at fortress level here. I've got extra guard posts as well. I've got one there. I've got one here. And I thought there was another one. I'm just forgetting where I put it, so I probably didn't put it. Got a couple of... I got one large ranch here. I would like to get the other ones upgraded, but unfortunately they get out of commission when you upgrade them. So I might have to get a couple of ranches over here just to transfer the animals to there, then upgrade these and then tear them down. We'll see. It's possible. I don't know this, but it's possible I can just hit upgrade, and if I have all the materials really close by, which I should for this anyway, I might be able to just upgrade them all in place. They don't take any additional space. They just have sort of an additional... well, the little barn gets bigger. Becomes a big barn, basically. Radiator is... This heater is just out of range, isn't it? Sure is. Well... That's unfortunate. I'm obviously trying to heat these homes. I might be able to get away with just a small one. Maybe right here. Oh, I can't fit it there. Maybe right here. It's not going to be in the range of power, though. That's the problem. I need to get power down here too. Let's try this. I'm going to place this here, and then we're going to see if we can't get power to this area. Yeah, this should be fine. Just bringing it down into here. Looks like it can connect actually pretty easily, so we'll just pop it right there for now. Let those 2 things build. Here we go. Research tree-wise, I'm not sure we have exactly the same stuff, but I'll take you through what we have. We just got fish fodder. It's done, so we have aquaculture now. We don't have chef training, protected crops, all that stuff. This isn't done yet. And the insulation is for the greenhouses only. So I haven't gone down this as far as we could yet, at least as far as we were. In the resources tree, take it all the way down here, we managed to get pretty much everything that we had before. Industrial mining, I'm going to skip junior engineer just because we're going automated now. And we can also get motorization, which obviously is a thing that a lot of people have been wanting me to get to. Why don't I just go ahead and grab that now to appease the crowd. We have large drums I need to go get, and I'll probably have that next. Just queue that up. And then all the way down on this side is large rotors. We're done with that. So submerged plumbing and stuff is all that's left. In the community tree, we are all the way through public house, moving pictures, and into comfortable housing. I have not done the makeshift radiators or any of these yet, of course. I believe this is pretty much where we left off before. We might have been getting ready to go down cemetery and library before. I don't remember. And then we had safety and the safety tree. I skipped this time, which is okay. We don't really have a whole lot of pollution left in the buildable area that we want anyway, so this is kind of a wasted perk. Not really. It's pretty cheap to get. I could probably get it if I need to. And then I want to get into the saunas and stuff too. We have the fortress, but we don't have governance. And then there is the medicine production one there. So that's a recap on, I think, pretty much everything. Yeah, pretty much everything you need to know is been explained. Yeah. So here's our crops. I've got these trees and stuff lining it through here. I think they look pretty good. Kind of like, I don't know, it's gonna be almost an orchard sort of style thing. We're going to take these guys off of the fields for the time being. I certainly don't need them working them. And I kind of want to do something different through here to make this look good. The unfortunate thing is that I cannot place these trees on this land since it is not, it's barren land. It won't let me place the trees on the barren land. So I might need to come up with something different here. And barren soil, sorry. So I might take these like white flower bushes instead and maybe just do something like this. That's not bad. I just want it to look like close to the same as it is over there, but not, I mean, it won't be exact just because of the barren soil thing. I think one more here. Yeah. And then on this side is one more there. Yep. And then it's, I think it's here. I don't actually know where it is. I'm gonna go here like this. Yeah. And then we go like this. I'm not entirely sure. I just want it to look nice, all right? I want it to look like there's, you know, stuff all around it. And honestly, I probably should just take every single one of these trees away and make them all bushes just so it all looks the same. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, next is getting settled with housing. So we have lots and lots of wood now, and regular houses cost a lot of wood. 110 wood each, 75 metal, and 85 concrete. I would like to get a few houses going, and I was gonna do it over here. And I think this is a nice area to like start our big housing and all that stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and put like giant houses by the water sort of thing here. And I'm gonna have, I think I'm gonna let them set in about like here. Let's go down by the river. I need to put a space here, don't I? Kind of do. All right, we're gonna go like this, like this, and like this. And then right next to this, we have another one. Very nice. Okay, so these are the houses by the river. We're gonna start with these first. And this is not lined up. No, it is not. Yeah, like this. There we go. Then we'll take the road and just kind of bring it through like this. Now, I know that's a little bit squiggly here, and that's okay with me. I could actually just change this and go like this instead. Roads are really cheap. They're really easy to do. Now this is squiggly. Can I make it look better? Maybe. Am I going to do it? Nah. It's fine. So we'll let these guys build this. I don't think they're going to be able to get all of these built, but we are going to need heat nearby these things. Actually, no. I don't believe we will. These say heated storms, or heated during winter storms. It says that. But research is going to allow us, I think it's in safety? No, it's community. Makeshift radiators, yep. It's going to allow us to upgrade each of the houses to be a heated house, and then it's going to just use energy instead. So either way, we're going to need something over here infrastructure-wise. So let's get a large transformer so we can have as many houses as we want in the same area. Put the transformer all the way in the back here. I really like that. And it's connected to the grid. Hallelujah. All the way back like this. Yep. Now, does that make the place look a little weird? Kinda. Like, you know, they don't have a very good view. But whatever, you know. They're right on the lake, you know. They can't complain. Right on the water, man. No complaints. Okay. We'll do that. And then I think just to get the party started on this, we're going to take care of this and get rid of it first as well. But we'll put a little burner back here too. I think just to keep the place warm until this is up. And then what I'd like to do is also place some outhouses nearby. So I can place like a couple of outhouses, maybe along the back, like along here. I like this actually. Put the outhouses like say 1, 2, 3, 4. The outhouse is right here next to the entrance. We'll turn these, of course, into toilets. And then the people who live over here, so we already have hygiene issues right here. I think the people who live over here, they have just a short walk to where they need to go. Although you would think that they would have their own bathrooms kind of in here, right? But either way, this is our bunker, and we're going to need, you know, some toilets nearby that too. Looks like we got ourselves a fierce mouse. I'm going to go ahead and have our specialist kill that.
What you need?
Get in here and kill those mice. Let's take a look really quick at the map because we got some extra movements to do. We'll start with We'll start with this.
What do we have here?
Behemoth. Grab the loot and move on. So the first site barely matches the description. The landmarks are different and the lairs nowhere to be found. On the way out, a small corner store catches the eye. Inside, there are some resources laying around. Let's grab that, move on. And the next location will be right up here. Easier to take another scavenger. Zhang, who is busy doing that. Okay, Raj will do it. I already sent both of these guys to kill that rat. Let's just send Raj to the map. And Raj, let's have you go here because it's... Oh, you're kidding. Oh, you have 6. Zhang, what do you have? You also have 6. Ugh, the gall. None of you have 7. Ready. Dang it. Well, if that's the case, yeah, it's still cheaper. It's still faster to have you do it. Let's just get you in here and we'll...
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get you in there next turn, I guess. Okay, you guys are going to kill this dude. Unknown enemies.
Yes.
Unknown enemies. Interesting. Okay.
Locked and loaded.
Get you in there.
Uh-huh.
Can you get in? No, you have to walk all the way around, okay?
Orders.
Go.
Yep.
Go.
Showtime. Reporting in.
This looks like it's an overwhelming force, so I think we'll have you guys scoot yourselves this direction.
Check.
And go after this group.
Your command.
So we'll kind of split into 2
Sounds
teams
good.
here, I guess. That's going to take us a little bit longer with your movement, but it's okay. So you guys will fight this. You guys will come over and fight this. And then when you guys are done here, you should be able to move over and take this. And that will satisfy the main quest that we need to progress towards. Okay, cool. Zhang's going to kill the rat just so we don't have any problems with it. Here we go.
Your command.
And then I want to make sure we get the carcass and stuff too. Okay. We have 25 colonists infected. Not good. We are out of the proper medicine, we'll go with. We're going to want to, I think, get additional hospital staff on standby here. Let's go ahead and staff all the hospitals. And burner's built. That's good. I don't think I'm going to build extra homes for just this one colonist. I think we're going to get these set up first. Let's start by pausing these. And that way they concentrate their efforts on building this. And I want them... This burner's actually already built. Nice. So I'm going to want them to probably pause on this. We don't need power here yet. I want them to build this first. So all of the metals should be directed here. And we're actually pretty out of metal at the moment. Just a little bit. That kind of sucks. Maybe these visitors from another society will have metals for us.
A scouting party from a society has arrived at the gate.
Interesting. Malltown has arrived at the gate. They're carrying a bag of goods and are now offering it to the colony. It's good to have neighbors around like you, or neighbors like you around. Please here, take this as a token of our friendship. I hope we can continue our cooperation. So if you trade with people and you get your relationship way up into the green area, then every once in a while they're just going to come by and give you stuff, which is pretty nice. Just going to throw that out there. It's pretty dang nice. I would like to get... Of course, now there's iodine pills everywhere and not what we need. Malltown is... We're bringing in components, clothing, and money. That's pretty good. I would like to get iodine pills if I could. Where's this quickest travel time is going to be Dead Creek, aside from here. So let's see what you guys want us to buy parts. Let's get that relationship up a little bit. We're going to take your iodine pills as well. And in exchange, we are going to give you a little bit of fuel. Just a bit. Not a lot. Give you a little bit of fish, and I'll give you a bunch of venison. And that's pretty good. I think we'll just take that as a trade. You can have our pollution as well. It's fine. All right, go ahead. But we are really out of metal at this point. And I want to take this lack of metal that we have. I want to go into supplies. Metal extractor. It does not take additional metal to make this. But what it does take, of course, is components. So we won't be able to build this, but I want to get another source of metal set up so that we can start working that, because it's all automated now, right? So it looks to me like it's automated, but we still have to carry it. So this is 93%. 93%. Pretty good. I wonder if that's better. If 93% here is going to be better than 54% here, given the travel distance it takes to get it to storage. I think one compromise to that would be to build storage closer to these, which I've done here. It's kind of closer. Kind of. But I'm not sure how that travel distance is going to work. I think eventually we'll have homes and stuff out here this way. That's what I was going to do anyway. To be honest, I'm not sure how long I'm playing the game. I guess as long as you guys are watching, I'm playing, right? So let's take. I'm gonna queue one up over here, and you know what? Let's just do both. We can do both. We should, right? Where is it? Okay. Where the icon is. Duh. It's a 71. Really? Oh, wow. Never mind. This is the better one to do. Absolutely. Yeah, and we want it to face that way. Excellent. Okay, so this is going to go on pause, actually. I'm going to have you build that there, and we'll have this road just kind of go straight to the extractor, I suppose. And then the storage for that's right there, which is pretty nice. Okay. We'll need power out that way. It's convenient. I have this extra large transformer right here because I'm going to expand my power grid. But I also... I wanted to go this way, so having that large reach here was a good idea. And it turns out it's going to be a good idea quicker than I expected. I can place this anywhere. Yeah, okay, this will be fine. We'll wait for that to build, and I can figure out where to place it. So they're going to bring the concrete and stuff that way. Metals are going to be short for a while, but I kind of want to get this house built. I'm going to tell them to build the house next. All right, so these are currently needing upgraded. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. And then we will go ahead and do that one too. Okay, now they won't cause any pollution problems. Cool. Specialists, go see what it's up.
Found something.
Did you find the lair? Second site looks more promising. There's an old water tower next to a highway full of rusted out cars, just like the survivor described. After searching a good while and scavenging a couple of useful parts off the cars, it becomes clear that this was not the place either. We're gonna get some parts though. It's kind of nifty. Next location is right next. Oh my. Hi. Yeah, Enoch. Looks like you get to be the one that finds the beast.
Found something.
Okay. There it is. The final site fits the description perfectly. A highway full of abandoned cars next to what looks like a tunnel entrance. As the specialist makes their way towards it, a deep, threatening growl fills the air. A massive beast covered with patched, scruffy fur appears from the mist with its fangs bared. Its back is riddled with spears from survivors who tried their luck before, obviously with a disastrous result. There is no way to take it out without help. We can hide in the car, attempt to fight anyway. No. Let's hide in the car. We're a scavenger after all. Maybe we'll be fine. With the Behemoth still posturing, the specialist bolts inside the nearest semi-truck and slams the door shut. The beast sprints towards the car and crashes against the side with full force, almost toppling it over. Its massive claws tear at the car from what seems like an eternity before it finally gives up. It takes one look at the car before wandering back into the mist, away from the tunnel. Now we're entering the tunnel. We're going to get 45 components, 430 coins, currency, whatever you want to call it, and then 12 shotguns. Nice. It says, with the danger lingering behind, the dark highway tunnel gives some cover. Animal and human bones alike litter the floor, and there's little else around. There's a barricaded service door on the side wall that seems too small for the Behemoth to enter. Intact human remains laying beside a backpack inside the maintenance room tell another sad story of another scavenger who died of their wounds.
Quest complete.
So now we get to return home with all the goods.
Can't do that.
Shoot.
On 2 characters.
Sorry, can't
There we
do
go.
that.
Sweet. Actually, one quick check here. We have somebody with 7.
How may I help?
Yeah, all these guys have 7 movement. Okay, so we're gonna have you start here. I think
How
not.
may I help?
I think you are not starting until the
How
whole
may I
group
help?
can be here. So one more
Go.
turn. Do have somebody who's a little bit slower than the rest.
Moving. Can do.
Okay, good. So again, you 3 are here, and this battle looks like it's going on for another 11 hours. Specialists are dominating. So when you guys are done here, they'll go here, and then by then, this should be wrapped up as well. That's the plan. In the meantime, we brave the winter. We brave the winter bravely. Yeah, that's what we do. There seems to be some space right here. So why don't I go ahead, position just a couple more outhouses right here for people. Also, I just realized that these are going to need water, aren't they? So we're going to need at least a small tank of water here, and I'll place it right here next to this. That's going to be fine. We can go ahead and continue building this next, I think. Yeah, these are all metal, but they're not going to deliver the metal here until they've delivered it here first. And then, yeah, there's no metal needed here, so I'm just waiting on those components, and there's a lot of them coming, which is going to be nice. Looks to me like we only have 1 trade deal going on. So I don't know how to deal with Junkton, and maybe you guys can give me your opinions on this. How to deal with trading with Junkton to make it balanced, because this is very fast, right? It's immediate. So what I could say is this is 1 day 10 hours, 1 day 13 hours. I don't know what the distance to Junkton would actually be. They're pretty far away, but I don't know if they're necessarily further away than Lushton is. So why don't we say that it takes a day and a half or a day 13 hours or so to trade with Junkton. And so what we can do is I can start a trade here with these guys, for example. And sorry, with nothing, right? So I need to start a really small trade, something that's just really piddles. So yeah, we'll do like 1 science point, okay? Something really small. Like inconsequential trade, right? 1 science point, and it'll be a 1 day, 13 hours. And then what happens is when this trade completes, because that takes a slot, right? So when that trade completes with Lushton, then we're free to make a trade with Junkton. Does that sound fair? I mean, it's as if I traded with Junkton, but it was with somebody else. We had an inconsequential trade as sort of a way to market, right? So I'll buy 1 science point, and that'll be how I can balance it. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to be fair with it, but because we know it's bad, right? We just don't want to. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to exploit it. Speaking of exploiting, actually, though, we have a lot of farmland now, and this is something else we can do. I want to demolish this field. This is a medium-sized field. It's pretty big, but I actually have the ability to lay in a movie theater now. 50 entertainment. 50 components as well, but 50 entertainment, and it will fit here. Well, at least I thought it would. Oh, man. I was really thinking it would fit here. Oh, I was so certain it would. I guess it won't. Movie theater can go over here. Near the homes. Hey, we can put it way over here, next to the houses. Yeah, why not? Put it over next to the housing district. Maybe on this side or something, you know? Near the power. In any case, farmland is actually really easy to replace. So I don't feel like I don't feel like I necessarily screwed up. It's really easy just to pop this back in here. Why don't we scoot it all the way back to the road, and then I can place something in front of it. Ooh. Actually, I like this better. I like that better. Now I can also, if I want to, I kind of do. Nope. Shanty, please. Not a house. Shanty. There it is. I can now place a shanty in this zone as well. Kind of like a little farmhouse sort of thing. I can dig it. I'll place one more in here. And honestly, I just need metals. I'm gonna have to wait for this house to be done. Oh, I know it's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a game of waiting now. It's gonna be fine. So we have potatoes here, corn. I think this was wheat. I think this was a wheat field. Pretty confident it was. I'm gonna start growing sunflowers here instead. Start getting some oil because we're gonna be making fuel here shortly too. Large drums is starting actually, which means that we actually have the garage is done as well. So we're gonna have to start setting up our garage for our cars. All right.
A barely functional car is parked by the gate, and a woman steps out.
Actually like this. She's gonna give us iodine pills in exchange for plastic. We have a lot of those. It's a real shame that I don't have a trade for like positive on metal. This is pretty nice too. I would rather sacrifice. I want the pills. The other stuff I can make. Like I can make that myself. The pills I can't make myself yet, so we'll take those. This is done. We're gonna start this fight now.
Reporting in. Locked and loaded.
Yep. Attacking. Ready. Going in.
Get you in there. Let's make sure you're heading back.
Going.
I don't remember if I clicked there or not.
All right.
I mean, you guys can see it before I clicked, but I just didn't know before I. Don't worry about it.
All
right, we were victorious here.
Bandits often ransack societies and colonies, but the level of organization and preparation of this group is highly unusual.
The most surprising part is not the high quality nor quantity of their supplies, but the fact how clean everything is. How can someone have stuff that looks almost new? There are still 2 encampments around the society. The people in the besieged colony must be starting to run out of hope and resources. They don't know that help is coming, so there is no time to waste. Defeat the next encampment. Okay, so that's what we're off to. We're gonna head this way.
Roger.
And
Yes.
we'll also go ahead and have you head this way as well.
Sure thing.
And then she's gonna have an extra turn to move this way. We'll get this. We're already beating this. We're gonna win that battle in about 16 hours from now. Awesome. Zhang. I'm gonna actually have you guys leave it home. I think Darius is gonna become a settler. Yes, I think Darius becomes a settler here. Zhang has good attack, right? No, not really. Oh, great scavenging though. Yeah, no, we're taking Darius. Yeah, I don't really much care about this stat, to be honest. I have a lot of it coming into me organically anyway. I can buy it pretty much whenever I want. And on top of that, once the research tree is gone, pretty much everyone with this stat as their primary is useless. So I'm going to convert scientists more than anything else. The other stats are more useful to me. With the attack of all the bandits on the map, scavenging speed is always something that I need to go faster, because rarely, not always, but rarely do we find like a heavy amount of science that we need to get that's gonna hurt them, right? Like damage on the map. There are gonna be science sites that take damage, but science is never something that we desperately need and we can't get to where other supplies are. So I tend to have, I'll still have a scientist. I still have a couple of them. But Darius, we don't need this many scientists. I'm gonna send you as a settler here. All right, now Darius is going to be settler, and I think I want to send you to the fun boxes, or do I want to send you, down here? Yeah, for the tools. Yeah, I want the tools. Double checking. Yeah, 1 every 12 hours.
What you need?
Yeah, no, we're going here.
Okay.
Let's get that. And nothing else to do on the map. Seems good. Seems good. Let it run. Okay, sweet. Okay, I got a question for you guys. And I honestly, I don't really anticipate acting based on input, but like I would love your input if you have it. So 2022 is gonna be a different year. Philosophically, I'm kind of going with a different mindset next year. I need it for mental health reasons. If I'm just being blunt, it's getting to the point where it's really difficult for me to balance everything out in a way that allows me to maintain self-confidence. I'll just summarize it by saying that. So I am going to be doing a lot of different projects next year that kind of, for lack of a better term, we're going to call them projects for me. Projects where I'm really not going to care about viewership anymore. Those types of projects, right? Are we completely out of rare metals? No. Why are we not making things out of this? Come on now. I feel like the components are just slow. In any case, I don't want to get off track here. So I've started posting the a Witcher 2 playthrough that I streamed on Twitch like 3 years ago. I started posting that. Really, really low expectations on whether or not it would even be interesting to anyone that's on this channel anyway. And it's pretty much living up to those really low expectations. But my main question, though, is whether or not doing that kinds of stuff, like, for example, if I was going to play The Witcher 3, or if I'm going to play Prey, or if I'm going to play Control, or, like, basically these really amazing Star Wars, these amazing RPGs, these really awesome stories and characters, I get drawn to those a lot. Like, I really need them in my life, you know? And I just, they never do well here. This channel is just simply not built for an audience that appreciates those types of games, or at least watching those types of games. So my question is, getting off topic again, is whether or not you think it's a okay idea for me to just post those. Is that going to be a deterrent for you? Is that going to be something where you're just like, dude, I don't want to see that stuff in my sub box? You know? If that's the way it is, like, tell me honestly. My idea here is to post them to a second channel. I'm going to link that second channel in the pinned comment on this video as well. So you can sub to that if you'd like to. Technically, sub-wise, it's almost monetizable. That new channel, it has about 900 subs as of posting this. So I can almost monetize it. But that's beside the point. The point is whether or not I can create content that I want to create and still not detract from the viewership for this channel. Basically, that's what I'm looking for. So if you guys can give me your feedback on whether or not a second channel is needed. I know it's not something I'm gonna just act on because you said so, but just getting your ideas and picking your brain on it is something that I'm really interested in doing. And I have to ask it in a video, because if I don't ask it in a video, nobody sees it. I made a lot of comments about this, and it might sound a little salty, and maybe a little bit of it is, in the stream that's linked down there too, right, that I mentioned before. That live stream has a big good topic, a big good talk about this. But YouTube does not show you stuff that I post. A lot of times you'll see stuff like maybe once, but if you don't engage with it, like you don't hit the like button on it, or you don't comment on it, this tells YouTube, doesn't tell me, I don't know one way or another whether you saw it or not, but it tells YouTube that you're less interested in it, and so it's less likely to show it to you. That's just how an interest-based algorithm works and operates. So in other words, by engaging with the posts that I push out on the community tab, which is a thing that exists on YouTube, I don't know if you knew that, but take a chance if you like to, maybe on desktop, mobile too as well. Visit the channel. You'll notice there's a tab at the top. It says videos, playlists, about. There's one in there that says community. That tab is where I keep you guys updated on what's going on with the channel. What's going on with this series? When are we going to post this? When are you going to post that? What ideas do you have for the future? All that is asked there. It's a nice place for me to post things. The problem, though, is that YouTube doesn't show you that stuff. At least it's not showing it to you consistently. Because this series especially had numerous people who, in many cases, were quite rude, who were just like, dude, why are you not playing this game? Why are you not playing, Survive the Aftermath? Where is it? And like, I had already posted half a dozen times as to what I was up to here, like trying to get it back to normal, trying to fix the bug with progression, etc. I had posted this a lot, but you apparently didn't see it. And that's the problem that I've been struggling with as a content creator for years, is how in the world do I get updates to be seen by you? And it's very difficult to do. So in any case, check that out when you have time. Community tab exists. If you didn't know it exists, now hopefully you do. Yeah, I'm trying to find ways to reliably get in touch with you for information, for like not getting information out of you, but like informing you on when things are happening, etc., asking you questions, polls, etc. And so your feedback regarding this issue is appreciated. If you care to leave it, that would be appreciated. Thanks. Okay, managed to talk your ear off about stuff that's completely unrelated to surviving the aftermath. But to be honest, I can't really do much until this winter is over right now anyway. So I'm kind of just waiting it out at this point. Let's get her back here. That's going to give us some good supplies.
Yes.
Settler is on their way out to here.
Right.
One more turn. And here we go.
Mission complete.
Mission's going in.
No one else has come to the Society's aid. In a world like this, cooperation is rare and altruism unheard of, unless there's something in it for both parties.
Yeah. Based on their equipment and tactics, this group was from the same faction as the first one. Some of them have an insignia that resembles a shattered moon. What are they after? The Society under siege should not have anything worth this much effort to defeat the last encampment, which is what we're up to over here. We're going to have you go ahead and start this battle because you can. Yep. So we'll head and do that.
Attacking target.
Ready.
You cannot get there this turn. You can join them next
Attacking
turn.
target.
In the meantime, you can join them this turn.
Locked and loaded.
So can you.
Engaging hostile.
And you are going to need an extra turn as well. Do you have anything on you? No. So yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and have you all. I can just have you come back, really. Like, I don't need everybody fighting that, right? So
All right.
just have you come back.
Ready.
Mishka, I think we'll have you come back too. Yeah, we'll just have you head back as well.
Not gonna work.
All right, cool. So anyway, the second channel is called Charlie GGAF, which basically stands for Charlie Doesn't Give Up. And that's pretty much it. That's what it means. And so, like, that's the channel that I'm going to post anything where I don't really care. Like, whether it's going to get views or not, I'm doing it for me. I need it. I need to play this just because it's something that I want to do. And it could go on a second channel. Or it can go here anyway, which is what I would prefer it to go here anyway. Because, like, why separate everything? Why not put it in one big channel? But I can understand. Algorithmically, as well as a viewer, having videos repetitively hit your sub box from my channel that you're not interested in, you know what I mean? Like, it's there's definitely something there. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up about that now and focus back on the game. We have a wandering merchant. Okay. Also, the trade convoy arrived. That's this. So now with that wasted trade, the timeline's done. We can now trade for this. And Junkton has a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to take all their components. I'm going to take all of their metal because we need that. I'm going to take all their superior tools. Now I can trade with these guys and not feel guilty about it being broken because I've taken the prerequisite amount of time to trade. And I think this is an appropriate way of doing it. We'll take everything. I'm going to take literally everything they have. Maybe not the seed. You know what? Tell you what. You can have the medicine back. I don't need it. We'll take the fun boxes and we'll take your seed as well. Cabbage. Nice. Huge amounts of expenses. Let's see if we can dwindle that down a little bit. We'll start by giving them our pollution. We will give them, let's say like maybe that much fish. I can maybe part with some basic tools, probably. I can probably find myself. I think I'll part with some wheat. You'll actually part with some medicine. I'll sell the medicine instead. Eggs can go. Milk, you can go. Prime meat. Automatic rifles. We can sell you like all these. And just like that, we're getting all this stuff and money. Isn't it great? Junkton is our friend. Junkton is Bay. Okay. Let's trade with Lushton for real this time, and we're gonna take their iodine pills. And I think I'll take their plastic too. I don't need it though. That's the thing. I've got lots of plastic. We'll give them a couple of automatic rifles and some milk and send them on their way. Okay. Okay, good trades, good trades. now that we've got the trade convoy, all these resources are in storage. We can now trade this guy in case he has stuff like wanting metal and everything. I wanted to get that trade out of the way before we talk to this guy in case there are options.
A van's parked outside.
Like this
the gate.
option here.
A man dressed in eccentric clothing steps out and opens the back, revealing a small collection of goods.
Yeah, a small collection of goods being like maggots and worms and stuff. I would much rather give you 18 fish for a seed. They're both basically the same seed, but I really don't want to give you metals, so we'll do that. Goodbye. Okay, so now that we have all of this stuff, isn't it glorious? We can have all this stuff be built. That shouldn't be a problem, though. That toilet should be built. We'll go ahead and resume this, and I want to go ahead and make sure that we are getting progress on this, too. Should we add the components as well? With that being done, I'm going to make sure that we get transformer in here, and I can just probably pop it right here. There's just no way that's not in range. Wow, there is a way that's not in range. There really is. We'll go here then. That's absolutely in range. Okay. So we'll let that be. And then as soon as this is built, I'll actually tell them to build this next. As soon as this is built, we'll go ahead and have it upgraded immediately. Big business. Really? He's back? Whoa.
Big, colorful van, so full of goods it's creaking under its own weight, has driven up to the gate.
I don't really want the clothing. It's always a risk hitting this button. But I definitely don't want to give you components for tools. That's a terrible trade. This is okay, but I'd rather have something else. Okay, I would rather have this. I would much rather have this. I want the components. Thank you. Bye-bye. We have some specialists with tasks on the map. Let's bring you back. And I think the main quest is done and ready. Not quite yet, but you can join the fight.
Your orders?
Yeah, have you come back to the colony, and you should be ready to go. You.
What's up?
You should be ready to go here.
You got it.
Please confirm that you are taking... Yep, tools. Go.
My pleasure.
Okay. We now have more superior tools coming into the colony. Beautiful. All the outhouses are up. This thing's full of water. It's very nice. This house is being built. We're gonna have a nice full-on housing community here. It's gonna be great. And then we can improve these houses later too and heat them and all sorts of wonderful things. I'm digging it. We have a 35 water surplus, a 50 power surplus, and this building is gonna be done. I'm gonna hit it immediately. We're gonna get automated right away. Right away. And get that started ASAP. 40 electronics. We have enough. Good. Okay. Hostiles are defeated on the map. That's it then. Hostiles being defeated means story time.
We won the battle.
Let's go, Morden.
The final bandit outpost falls. Inside the society, the messengers are unharmed. The people in the society are taken aback, not having expected anyone to actually come to their aid.
Yeah, the messengers haven't found anyone who has the knowledge or technology needed for the Doomsday Bunker project. Instead, they have learned that everything they need can be found from the wasteland if you just know what to look for. This is the reason why they came here, to this place. The people in this society have apparently done some exploring and drawn a rough map of their findings. As the society is now in debt for saving them, they are happy to share this information with their saviors. The information proves to be invaluable. There is a lot of work to be done, but the way forward is clear.
With the project now back on track, as the tools to get more knowledge are within reach, a wave of determination goes through the people. They're eager to show their efforts are not futile.
There are 4 main problems that need to be solved. After analyzing the previously discovered bunkers, they all had one or more areas where they had failed. Life support takes care of energy, water, breathable air, and other things that keep the place habitable. Medicine are all the facilities and systems to keep the people living there healthy. Defense, to protect the place from all threats, whether they come from outside or from within. And then lastly, the facilities to uphold the ecosystem that makes the place self-sustaining with its own food production. Use the newly discovered information to find good areas from the world map, build engineer outposts and start gathering knowledge. Okay, so we need engineering outposts now.
Yes.
I wonder if that was an option before.
All right.
I don't remember. I never actually looked for it.
Ready.
I don't know if it was.
Going.
We'll see it if it's
Yep.
when I get back to camp and I make
Okay.
another settler and stuff. But we'll yeah, so build engineer outpost to gather knowledge. Okay.
Okay.
Let's get you back. I'm definitely gonna have to do that. So let's read this. Engineer outposts. Pretty sure these are new things that I couldn't do before, but we'll see. There's different icons up here too. Interesting. To finish the Doomsday Bunker project, the colony must build engineer depots and train engineers. Engineers collect resources, key components, and knowledge from the world map. The 4 categories needed to build the bunker are life support, medicine, defense, and ecosystem. These 4 categories and their progress are represented below the top bar with 4 icons. The respective icons can be seen in the sectors on the world map, where they highlight sectors that contribute more towards each specific goal. Each category is equally important, but they can be gathered in any order. Got it. Okay, so we have 4 new icons. There it is. Yep, life support, medicine, defense, and ecosystem. And I'm pretty sure these are self-explanatory, but let's just read them anyway, in case you're interested. So currently we're getting 0% production every 24 hours because we don't have the outposts. It says life support represents the knowledge and resources needed to build life support systems in joint mandatory facilities to support its operation. This makes the Doomsday Bunker a closed environment that helps to keep living conditions habitable inside, even if the conditions outside become lethal. Okay. Medicine represents the knowledge and resources needed to establish operational healthcare facilities with the right equipment and resources to take care of the colonists within the Doomsday Bunker. This includes treatments against pandemics, but also quarantine facilities and procedures if something would happen inside the bunker. The whole complex is designed to isolate different compartments from each other if one area becomes compromised, right? Okay, defense represents 2 areas in the Doomsday Bunker project. It is knowledge and resources needed to build the dome to endure outside threats, meaning threats from the catastrophes and attackers alike. Another part of the solutions built into the bunker to help defend if the enemy breaches the outer perimeter and gains access to the facility. 4th is ecosystem. It says it represents the living habitat within the Doomsday Bunker, but also facilities to grow food and recycle waste. This makes the isolated bunker a self-sustaining system where people can take shelter for long periods without any contact with the outside world. Okay, both of these, or all of these, I guess, require us to train engineers. So let's take a quick look here. We have a new thing called Engineer Depot. Yep. Staging area to assemble resources and convert a specialist into an engineer. Staging area is dismantled when an engineer is created. Oh, interesting. Engineers build specialized outposts that gather knowledge. Okay, so is dismantled? Really? Dismantled when an engineer is created. So it's a temporary building? Does it need power? Doesn't look like it. All right. If it's really dismantled once I make it, if it's really dismantled once I use it, then I suppose it can go right here. We'll pop it right here. We'll see what happens. I'm actually going to go ahead and have that be accelerated. Actually, I shouldn't do that. Let's make sure they keep building this. I want to make sure we have a good steady supply of stuff. You know what? I'll let this run a little bit through the winter, most likely. And when we come back, we'll have this done. And we can see what that's all about as we come back for the next one. So thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please give me your input on the whole idea of a second channel or anything like that. And if you want to subscribe to that, it's been a vlog channel for years. I haven't posted to it regularly for almost a decade. So it's got a lot of old videos on there if you want to see really younger Charlie traveling the world. But I'm thinking about turning it into another gaming channel, and I've kind of started the art for that anyway. So give me your thoughts on that. I really would appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.